This year marks Maria Rovira-McCune's 10th anniversary at SVA. As Assistant Director of Student Affairs, Maria helps shape students' lives at SVA, beginning with leading the Orientation Committee and continuing through her oversight of the Student Engagement and Leadership Office, where she supervises and advises students participating in clubs, VASA, visual opinion, and more. If you've ever had the pleasure of meeting Maria, you won't forget it. Her enthusiasm for SVA and for its students is palpable, which is perhaps why she was given SVA's Distinguished Staff Award in 2013. Maria recently agreed to sit down for a cup of joe with Zipeng at Mo's Cafe.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Joe's at Mo's. And today we have Maria McCune, who is the Associate Director from Student Affairs, who is in charge of Student Engagement and Leadership.
Yes.
And I am the international superstar Zipeng. And let's get this started.
I love it.
So, let's start with something that I'm more familiar with.
Do it.
I was an orientation leader here.
Yes.
Which honestly is one of my favorite part of being an SVA student when you come in, because that's how all the new students were greeted, and that's how we show you around, and
they guide you.
Yes, exactly.
They lead you.
So would you want to tell us a little bit more about the general orientation situation?
Sure. Yes. So part of my responsibilities are overseeing the planning process for over 52 events that occur in the fall for orientation.
Wow.
And then approximately 20 or so that occur for spring orientation. And we always need orientation leaders to help us carry that out, because there's nothing like the magic that occurs between students, meeting new students, and getting to know what SVA is about through that filter. So we're constantly looking for students to help us out in the fall. We hire approximately 120 students to be orientation leaders. And it's just a great opportunity, like I said, to expose the student energy right there from student to student about what SVA is.
Would you want to tell us a little bit more about what the other things that Student Engagement and Leadership offer to students? Absolutely,
yes. So the Student Engagement and Leadership Office oversees VASA, the Visual Arts Student Association.
Which we interviewed before.
Yes,
Previous episode, please.
Yes, get to meet last year's leaders. Every year we do an election, and the new student group gets elected to do programming, and they work with a very hefty budget to bring to our SVA campus programs that they want to see. Things like the Halloween party, finals fair.
The theater, is it under VASA or is it under something else? Go to see Broadway shows and other...
So now we do offerings for Broadway shows through the Office of Student Engagement and Leadership. So essentially the Office of Student Engagement and Leadership is like your typical student activities office. They oversee some opportunities that students can participate in, like VASA, like the Visual Opinion, which is the student art magazine.
Yes.
Where students can...
Not get paid through school.
Yes, you can submit your work so you can be published and paid. There's also the WSVA radio station, right, which hires DJs.
Great DJs.
It's a great opportunity, right? Who gets to be exposed to doing all of the DJ and being in the sound booth and all of that, and having your own show, right, in a free speech environment. It's really quite the privilege.
Yes, awesome.
And aside from that, the Office of Student Engagement and Leadership generally supports other programming, like offering Broadway show discounted tickets.
Yep.
We also do sporting events tickets. The Nets have been very popular, so we continue to do offerings once per semester if we can, as well as community service opportunities and then other general events. I've also been very proud of the work that I do here to continue to offer civic engagement opportunities to our students. I try to host voter registration drives and then voter education programs, because I think it's important that our students not only succeed here at SVA, but also develop skills for succeeding after, including being productive members of their society. And that's what we want to offer to students.
Thank you so much, Maria.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Joe's at Mo's, and see you next time.